What's going on, fam? Welcome to the channel. My name is Nathan. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Today we're going to walk through personal hotspot. So we've done a 2-channel dash camera system. It's the Blackview DR900S 2-channel. The customer has supplied their own hotspot for the cloud servers. So what we're going to do is just walk through exactly how to wire that up and make it work. So first thing we'll do is look at the bits and pieces you're going to need. Alright guys, so with the Blackview dash camera, the customer went ahead and got the PowerMagic Pro. So I've taped this up a little bit just to better explain exactly how this works. So here we have 3 input wires. It wants to be connected to ground, which is right here, accessories or switched power, and constant power. And what that will do is pretty much read what's happening with the battery and send power to this plug, which are the other 2 wires on the loom, until the battery reaches a predetermined voltage and time. Okay, so this is set up to 12 volts, 12 hours, I believe. Sorry, 12 volts and 24 hours, okay? So we wire that up. You basically plug your dash camera right into there, and then it will send power to the dash camera when the car is switched off. Pretty easy. It's a very good product as well. Now what we want to do is get another female plug, just like this. And we're going to color to color, tap it on to the output from the PowerMagic Pro. We've also got a little 5-amp fuse, a little inline 5-amp fuse, which I've misplaced, but it is somewhere here, and that will be connected to the red wire, okay? What we will do with that, so we've got that aside, then you have your hotspot. So this is the hotspot that the customer has. It charges by the USB micro. You go micro USB in, and then you've got USB-A on the other end. So next piece is USB adapter to 12 volt cigarette lighter plug, okay? You need USB, so this says tab and iPad. The iPad is gonna be the 2.1 amp. You need something that provides at least 2.1 amp output. So plug that into there. So that's our hotspot plugged in. We plug that into there. We put a bit of tape around here as well. We fuse this wire, and then we tap that on to the output of the PowerMagic Pro. So that will be fused, and that will be ground, which is obviously just ground, and then that will plug into the dash camera as normal. And what that's going to allow is for your hotspot to be running while the car is off, just like the dash camera is. So if you want to do the hotspot where it just works when the car is on, you just need this set up right here, and then you can just go ahead and tap that into the fuse box with a add fuse, add circuit sort of thing, get accessories power and ground that. Okay guys, so hopefully that all makes sense. If you have any questions, just drop it below, but what we're going to do now is move to the car, and we're going to do some connections at the car as well. Alright guys, so fuse box in the Serato is on the right hand side. It uses the micro 2 fuses. So we'll get 2 of those. We'll stick the 5-amp in the back end, and then we'll map out the fuse box. So just on the back of the fuse panel here, it's going to show you what fuse is what. So what we're going to look for are things like power outlet, 20 amp, that's good. Some of these say spare, and they actually have fuses in them, or even if they don't, just check if you've got accessories or constant in one of those, that's what you want. If you're not sure how to test a fuse box, we have a video showing you how to do that as well, so you can check that out. For today, I'm just gonna go ahead and do these connections, and then we'll get to the hotspot. Okay guys, so we've basically just done our dash camera as normal. So we've connected our accessories, constant, and ground all here at the fuse box. Powers are at the fuse box, and we've grounded to the body on a bolt just here. Now I've left, that's the dash camera wiring for the Blackview. Don't worry about that. We've got 2 other wires here Now there's no power running through them at the moment because we've got the car switched off and the parking mode switch is also switched off. So like I said, we've already made our Power Magic Pro connection. So ground is already traveling through that from the Power Magic Pro, and power will be traveling through that as well, either when the parking mode switch is on or the car is on. Actually, for your reference as well, the Power Magic Pro is mounted underneath the fuse box. There's a flat panel there, so it sticks there very nicely. And there's also space for you to get a screw in there as well, so even better. This is the 5 amp fuse I was talking about before, so it's just an inline fuse. So all we're gonna do is just tap that onto the red wire. Now, this is sort of optional. It's just being extra safe, just to, just because. All right, black to black, red to the other side of our fuse. We'll solder these connections up and neaten it up. Alright, that took way longer than it should have. If anyone knows of a good soldering iron brand, drop a comment below and let me know, because the one I have sucks. Alright, so we've got these soldered up. Let's tape our connections. So obviously no light, so let's go ahead and flick on the switch for our Power Magic. Where are you? So as soon as we flick that switch on, we've got power, which is perfect. We have power going to our personal hotspot. We also have power at the dash cam, so everything's on and running as it should. Okay, so this is the wiring side of things done. If you can hear the dash cam now. So what I'm gonna do is, I've already sort of mapped this out. I'm gonna mount the hotspot in here, like that. I hope you can see that. Like that. It's just going to be covered by this one panel, so it's fairly accessible if the customer needs to get to it, or if we need to get to it, we can just pop that panel off and we've got easy access. Other than that, we're just going to neat up this wiring, zip tie these to a loom up here, and go from there. Alright guys, just to give you an idea on how it all looks when it's ready to go. So I put a bit of tape around this plug as well so it doesn't come out. You can add a little bit of tape around here if you want, but the way we're going to mount it, it's not going to need it. And just a bit of tape on that as well. So heaps of space up here, a couple of looms there. We're going to have one big bundle, but there's like a big loom right there to tap onto, and it's out of the way. You still have full access to the fuse box, and then we can go ahead and run this cable as far as we need. Alright guys, so that is mounted. We've done it in such a way that the plug is accessible, so the USB can literally be pulled out if it needs to be. Now we'll look at mounting our hotspot. Alright guys, bit of Velcro here. Just on the back of the unit, just to help hold it in place. Alright guys, so we've got some double-sided on the hotspot, just a zip tie around there, just to hold it really tight in place. We've got the rest of this wiring here, so that can get bundled up nice and easy. Okay guys, so that is pretty much ready to go. You can now look at connecting your dash camera to the hotspot. I have iOS 13 on an Apple phone, and it doesn't work with the Blackview app, so that will be fixed soon. Anyone with iOS 13, you're not going to be able to connect to your dash camera. There will be an update coming from Apple soon. I believe Apple is doing the update, and then you'll be able to do it. So just subscribe to the channel and you know now how to do the wiring side of things, and I will do a video on how to set it up through the phone and the dash cam with the cloud service. And that's about it guys, so thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, like the video, it helps us out, and we will catch you in the next one.